Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Builder's Diaries, where I build a business and a body at the same time. You guys, I built a body, and I'm really excited to share the results of my 6-week challenge today. I'm going to share all the results and kind of what my plan is moving forward. Then I'm also going to share some business updates because I've been working a lot. Like, I haven't left my house. I just got back from yoga, but I haven't really left my house much because I've been really focused on working on this product to get it ready to get sold so I can make some money. So I wanted to kind of tell you guys where I'm at with that and how long it's going to be till I start making some sales. So let's get into some really awesome updates. Like I said, I just finished the challenge and I'm really excited because yesterday I went to go do my body scan and I went exactly at the same exact time. So it was like literally exactly, 6 weeks, almost to the T of the time of when I got on the body composition scale before. I used an in-body scanner. So it's one of those scans, you stand on it and it measures your body weight. It measures all this stuff. So it measures your visceral fat. It measures each, like your arm, lean mass in your arms and your stomach and your legs, like each one. And all like the water in your body, like all these things. So I got some really good data around it and I was able to show I did build muscle. I did lose body fat. I did lose weight. So that was my goal on this whole challenge was, can I build muscle? Can I lose body fat? Can I get my body fat down low into the athlete range? Because for me, I've been struggling. My body fat's been high and I don't like high body fat. Everyone says it's normal and it's normal to have low 20s for women's. And yes, it is normal to have low 20s for women's, but someone that works out constantly that's always had this fit, lean body, I like to look a little bit more fit. I like to have a little bit of like muscles, like lean muscles on my body. I like to look that way. So when you look that way, you need to have lower body fat. So I finally got my body fat, you guys, into athlete range for the first time ever. The first time I've ever, done this on Raw. It's funny because I have a lot of scans and I looked back at other scans from other years that I've been Raw the last 2 or 3 years. I was never this low in body fat. So I'm officially at 19.5% body fat. It's crazy because that still sounds high, but I'm just run high in body fat. It's kind of weird. Like when people ask me what my body fat is and I tell them, they're like, there's no way. Like you have to be like 2%. I'm like, no, because I'm tiny, but I have this body fat. It's kind of crazy, it's just, everyone's built a little bit differently and proportioned a little differently. And it's something that I've had to work on in my entire life because I know it's higher than most people. It's crazy because I shouldn't have this high with my body frame. I'm really tiny. So I'm really excited. Some really cool stats. So I lost 2.3% body fat. That actually equals about 3.5 pounds. You guys, 3.5 pounds of body fat just melted off my body in the last 6 weeks because of the food I was eating, the workouts I was doing, the detox habits I was also incorporating into everything. It worked. I lost 5.7 pounds of weight. I wasn't really trying to lose weight, so I kind of tried to eat a little bit more calories, but I'm still really playing with what is that number for me. So I'm not really losing weight, but I'm also able to still lose body fat and still gain muscle. So it's kind of, what is that number, because you still kind of have to eat in a little bit of a deficit. So to lose the body fat, you need to. And I did increase my muscle mass. So my lean muscle mass percentage in all of my arms, everywhere increased. My stomach increased a lot. I've been putting a lot of heavy weight onto my stomach. Like I'll do weighted Russian twists with like a 25-pound weight. So I've been putting a lot of weight onto my stomach. It's crazy. Like that muscle really increased. So I'm like, gotta just keep pushing weight onto those muscles and they will increase. But since my body weight went down, everything kind of went down. That skeletal muscle mass that also like went down. But if you look at the percentages, my muscle actually went up. And you can see my muscle, you guys. I'm lifting weight I've never lifted before. I talked about that in a previous episode, but I'm lifting crazy weight. So it's like, of course I built muscle. Like I wasn't doing this stuff before, of course I built muscle. But it's so cool to see the scan and be like, oh my gosh, like, wow, look what I did, And I took before and after pictures that are getting a lot of attention. So I'll be using that in my sales funnel, using that as marketing material. I don't think I can use that in ads. I know either Google or Facebook, you can't use before and after pictures in your ad. So once I get down that line, I'll have to do a little bit more research and remember which one that is. But again, like I'm going to be on both and I'd like to have one universal ad. So I'm going to do it for both of them, whatever's going to work. I'm not going to do one for YouTube, one for Google, one for Facebook. I'm going to do one that works together. So that's all done. I'm really excited. I just got back from the gym. I went to a yoga class today. Typically Mondays have been an arm day for me, but I'm going to change up my workouts a little bit just because I've been doing the same thing for 6 weeks. Not too much. I was doing 2 like strict arm days and 2 strict leg days where it was all leg exercises that day. I'm going to switch to just do 1 strict arm day, 1 strict leg day, and then 1 to 2 days of a mix. So I'll mix it up. Maybe I'll go in the weight room and maybe I'll do, isolated things where I'm isolating my arms and my legs, just kind of focus on doing a little bit different. But so change it up a little bit. So not be as strict if I have to get in there 4 days. If it's 3 days, cool. If it's 4 days, cool. So I'm going to kind of do that. I'm also going to be adding in protein powder, which it was crazy. I did this whole challenge and I'm like, oh, you don't need protein powder. But for me, it makes it easy. It makes it quick. I'm not downing a ton of spirulina. I'm sick of eating spirulina. I like the spirulina. I'm going to keep it. I've had yesterday and today I'm going to have spirulina, so it's not something I'm like, oh, I'm done with it. It's just to the level that I was eating it, I can get in protein powder. So I'm doing a raw food protein powder. It's 100% raw. It's not going to be cooked. It's 1 ingredient. It's pumpkin seeds. And the process that they make this protein powder, they remove some of the fat. So you're still getting a lot of the nutrition, but you're not getting that fat content. And that's huge because I need to keep my food low fat. I found that this low fat way of eating is the way that I can have low body fat. So I need to kind of keep my food in the low fat. And low fat doesn't mean no fat, you guys. I'm still eating fat. So it's weird when people are like, oh, you have to have fat. Like, where are you getting your fat? I'm like, I'm eating fat. Like, I eat avocados, I eat hemp seeds, I eat nuts. Like, but I don't eat a lot, like a huge amount of them. I'm eating like a tiny, not very much, like very small amounts. I'm eating a quarter of an avocado instead of an entire avocado a day, so it's very little amounts, but I'm still getting those healthy fats. I'm still getting a little bit of it because that's all you really need. You don't need like the entire thing to get your healthy fats. Like you're going over if you eat that entire thing. It's a lot of calories if you eat that entire thing. I used to do that. So, I'm going to I'm going to stay low fat. I'm going to just watch the calories because for me, I can easily creep up my calories. It's so easy to just throw a ton of things into a smoothie and you're like, oh crap, like this is 800 or 900 calories. It's very easy for me to do that and I can eat that. This morning I had what was it? It was strawberry, banana, pineapple, coconut water, and some watermelon seed protein powder, which is just watermelon seeds. It was 12 grams of protein, low fat. Like it had maybe like 1 gram of fat, and I think it has some carbs in it, but not very many. It's basically just protein. It's like a protein powder, but I can't really promote that because they don't make it anymore. So it's something that I had on my shelf and it's kind of expired, but it was closed, it was sealed. And I asked a lot of people, I'm like, what would you do? Would you eat this really expensive protein powder that I kind of forgot about? Or would you just toss it? And everyone's like, I would eat it if it doesn't smell and it's fine. It's powder, like it's fine. It's like not that, it's fine. But they don't make it anymore. So I'm super bummed because it kind of makes things taste like a little cakey. So my smoothie kind of tasted like a strawberry cake, which was pretty good. So I liked it. It's good. And I'm adding in just a little bit more protein just to make it easier for me because I'm curious to take it from, I was probably around 65 grams and I'd like to take that to 80 or 85 grams a day. So just increase it about 20 grams or more a day and see, but only eat protein around my workouts. I think I talked about that earlier. I'm also only going to eat it before I go to the gym and after I go to the gym. Outside of that, I'm not going to try to get like 20 grams of protein in my meals if I'm not working out. Like I'm not going to do that. So that is my updates for the body. Yes, you guys. Yes. It felt so good to just be like, I'm done. Like I'm done. And tonight I'm going to go out to dinner and celebrate with a friend and have some raw oysters. So I'm still going to stay raw. It's going to be plant-based because I am a high raw plant-based eater. I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't eat any of that kind of stuff. I don't eat actual animals, but I don't know, oysters and shrimp are my weaknesses a little bit. So I'll eat those sometimes. So we're going to probably have some oysters and shrimp tonight. But let's get to the business update, you guys. It's really exciting because I made a lot of progress this weekend, like so much progress this weekend. I'll start with Saturday. I met with my client in person. I haven't seen him for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. He's been gone. He's been in Napa for working on a project. So he came in town. He came over to my house and we actually like sat down and worked on some things. I got what I needed from him. He physically wrote down meal plans for me and gave me meal plans because I'm creating an ebook for him. So what we're doing is we're creating a lead magnet. I'm creating that lead magnet. I'm going to make it look pretty. And then he's going to be basically like, doing exactly what I'm doing is promoting this free lead magnet, trying to get people into his free thing. Once they get into his free thing, they have to give their email. We get them into the email list and then we're able to market to them outside of that. But for him, we're going to be driving traffic to a free call or a call with him, So that's my goal with him is to drive things to a call. My project, I'm driving things to a sale, a low ticket sale. So like it's going to be $67. So I'm driving it that way. So just a little bit of a different path of how you direct that traffic once you get into sales funnel. But his is easier than mine. I think, most people will book the calls. So I'm still waiting on, he needs to get me testimonies because he has testimonies I want to put in there. And then he needs to get me his about me section and I'm done. So after I film this, I'm going to be finishing his ebook. I started working on it a little bit already because I got like the colors, the theme. I took so many pictures of him. It's funny. We walked around and we went on the UCI campus. We took a lot of really cool pictures just with backgrounds and him doing workout poses and all this kind of stuff. So I got 50 usable pictures that he liked and he sent to me. So I've got tons of material that I can use for him to kind of create this book. And now he has material that he can use when he's posting on social media, which is cool too, because he's got some pretty good looking pictures. He got like the brand new iPhone. By the way, I don't even know what the number is now, but the brand new iPhone, it's June 2024 right now. So if you're watching this outside of that, it's probably not the brand new iPhone anymore, but his camera, like, oh my gosh, his camera was so good. I'm like, I don't want pictures of me because you're going to see like every wrinkle in my skin. Like, I don't want that camera, I'm like, I need it like smooth. I don't need to see every freaking wrinkle and every single crevices of your skin. Like the camera is that good. So for him, fine. Again, I probably would have liked to see his smoother a little bit some too, but it's weird for me. I'm like, you don't need to see it that clear. It's cool if you're taking nature pictures, but when you're taking pictures of yourself, it really like, highlights your flaws. You're like, man, I got fat there. This, it's weird. So I don't know, but good camera, not good camera. He has a very good camera. So he's going to be shooting a lot of stuff on that. So I'm excited. So yeah, working on his book, moving forward with him. He did tell me he's going out of town again in a week. So I don't really need much from him other than just getting this book done. I'm going to have to coach him on, cool, what do you do when you start getting traffic? Because I don't even think he knows how to take payment. So I also have to be like, cool, do you know how to take payment over the phone? Let's get that figured out. Let's set up a Stripe account. Let's figure out, how do you actually take someone's credit card when you're talking to them on the phone? How do you take payment? Because you can sell all this stuff, but how do you actually take payment? So if you're selling a program, you got to know how to sell someone on the phone and take payment. You don't want to get them off the phone. You actually want to get the payment on the phone because you have way higher chance of actually getting them to make that payment. So you don't want to have them get off the phone before you make the payment. So working on that with him, more coming on that. We have coaching. We're probably going to run through and I'll probably do role play with him because he's never run through sales scripts before. I don't think he's ever used a sales script. He's never even had a sales call before. So this is going to be fun. We have more to do with him. I think my product will be making money before his is, but we'll see. They're both going to be making money and they're both going to be making money for me, which is cool because I've set myself up where I'm working for him for free right now. Basically, all the stuff I'm doing for him is free. And then once he starts bringing in income, I get a commission on that income. I get a percentage of his income. So any sale he makes moving forward, I get a percentage and a cut of. So I'm trying to get him to that point where he's making sales because I want to start seeing that too. That helps me as well. It makes me feel good about helping him. It all works. So, cool. But back to my business. My 6-week challenge book is done. It's 160 pages. It's done and edited, you guys. I'm so excited. Like one of my friends who is my friend on Instagram, she went through my course and then she's also kind of my beta tester going through the challenge. She's been following along. She's been following along like the recipes as I've been updating them into a Google spreadsheet. But she didn't really see the recipe, like the actual physical recipe, like the picture and all that. She didn't see that book yet. So I sent her my book and she was like, yeah, I'll look at it. She literally edited everything. Like it was so awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Thank you so much. And so I had pages and pages of little things to change and all this. So it is done. Like I spent time editing it and having to uncapitalize because I like to capitalize every other word. And I'm going to stop this habit because after hours yesterday of uncapitalizing every other word, I'm like, man, I really have to stop typing like this. It's just a habit of how I type it. It's really annoying that I type like this. I don't know why I capitalize so many words. I just do. Maybe you do this too, but I don't know. It's just something I always capitalize a lot, almost every other word. So it was frustrating to fix it. I stopped doing it halfway through the book, but at the very beginning I did it a lot. So it took a lot of editing for me to get it out. And then she caught a couple, but it just little things of like cups or cup. And some things are bold or not bold. And yeah, just really tiny things, like little tiny things. And it was funny too, because one of the really interesting things she brought up was like, some of these pictures, because I have stock pictures in there of people doing exercises. It's in Canva. You can get free stock pictures. So I have people like actually like doing a pull up or doing like a bent over row, and like it's just a stock picture of a lady doing it. So she was like, I wouldn't use some of these because they're bad form. You don't want to be showing bad form. I was like, oh crap. Like, and I wouldn't even think about that, but I was like, man, it was actually pretty hard to find a stock image that didn't have bad form. Like most of these fitness stock images had bad form. So I'm like, this is a problem. So I got the closest I could. So if actual professional fitness trainers that are actually training people are looking at this, they won't be like, man, this girl's teaching weird stuff. But again, I'm not teaching fitness. I'm assuming that you already know how to do the basic fitness moves. I don't teach basic fitness. That's not my goal, is to teach basic fitness. My goal is to give people that are already in a gym and already like do workouts, like give you more ideas, maybe give you some different things to do. Like for me, like if someone gave me a plan, I'd be like, cool, I would love to try like different exercises because I'm so stuck on what I like to do. Maybe someone else could give me what they like to do and I could work through that. But I'm not looking for someone to teach me how to perform a deadlift. I'm not looking for someone to teach me how to perform like a tricep extension. So it's kind of a little different audience that I'm going after. And I think I do really need to be clear on that. Is this isn't for beginners in the gym. I'm not going to teach you how to be a beginner in the gym. And if you need that, I'm probably not the right person for you. But the challenge is good because it's got a list. I don't, all that. So there's no videos of how to do it and all that. My clients that I'm working on, he has a program where he actually videoed every workout and shows you exactly how to do the move. So his is different because he is more personal trainer, and that's what he does. He wants to do live workouts with people. I don't want to do live workouts in the gym. That's weird. I can't do that. Like I'm in a gym lifting weights. I can't do live workouts. It's so it just doesn't work like that. So just different things, different times. And it's interesting because I'm doing two different, very, very similar niche. We're both selling fitness and meal plans, but very different like ways of going about it. He's selling for busy parents and home workouts and quick meals that are, chicken and healthy and lean and all that, like how I used to eat, like healthy, and then I'm selling something for raw vegans only, very, very different. It's for people that are already advanced, only for women, only for weightlifting in a gym, not home workouts, so very different because there's so much stuff out there, and something will hit everybody and something for everybody, which is really cool too. But I also started working on my freebie, my lead magnet. So kind of that lead magnet of here's a little sample into, if you want even more, here's a book you can buy basically. So I played with the idea of doing a webinar, and I've gone back and forth because I'm really good on camera and you can feel the passion. You could see that I'm fit, but I mean, I have so many pictures that I'm fit. So I don't know. I wrote a webinar. I wrote a whole webinar script actually. And I was just like, I don't want to film this, because me filming it, it's just like, I have to go extra. I have to get the light and all this. I'm like, man, this is for me to film it and edit it. It's going to be longer for me to just produce an ebook. So I created like a 5 recipe ebook. I took from some of my 5 top recipes from the challenge and already put those in an ebook. And I was going to do a video and a book and be like, here's a video all about my learnings from the challenge. And then here's a book that has recipes so they can kind of get both. But I'm like, I'm just going to take the learnings, put it in a book, have one PDF for now. I think down the line, when I'm looking at the sales funnel and when I'm trying to optimize the sales funnel, that is the time that I can insert a really well done YouTube video, a really well done, like I'm talking to the camera and then I have B-roll and I have, maybe someone can help me with that. Maybe I hire someone to do it. But I think down the line, maybe in a couple months of when I'm looking at the funnel and where can I optimize, that's what I'm going to do. But for now, to get it up because I want to make money, and an ebook will make money. Honestly, I've asked a couple different people. I've asked some of my audience and I was like, what do you want? And a lot of people say video, but some people were like, honestly, if I want the information, I don't care if it's a video or an ebook. And I'm like, sure, if you want this information, you'll watch it in a video or watch it in an ebook. And I like the ebook better because it's just easy to look at and the recipes are already there. So I'm going to finish that today, probably, hopefully today. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today, but this week is my goal to kind of finish it. We'll see. But yeah, I have to do the beginning and I have the recipes in there. So I don't know. I'm like, it's a lot to do, but I can do it. I'm going to do it. So lead magnet is working on this week. I'm almost done with that. Once that's done, I'm going to build a very simple sales funnel in the program that I use for my email marketing. Once I have the sales funnel built, I'm ready to promote. I'm ready to launch this YouTube series. I'm ready to start promoting. I'm ready to start launching it to people. I've had people literally DM me saying, how can I get this challenge? How can I get your challenge? And I'm like, it's coming. I'm almost ready. Like, it's almost ready. Because it's not there yet. It wasn't editing, and it wasn't ready out of editing until 6 a.m. this morning, because I was working on it from like 4:45 to 6. So I've been working a lot, you guys. I've literally been staring. I was on my computer last night probably till 9, just typing some stuff that I got into. But yeah, so I'm going to build a very simple sales funnel. I'm not going to make it crazy. I'm not going to make it very, very, very simple. Simple sells, you guys. Simple works. I think sometimes we like to overcomplicate it and put all these colors and put all these things. And it's like, no, probably just a white background, probably just 2 pictures. This is what this is. Do you want it or not? Because my content is going to really kind of talk about what it is, and people are going to be drawn into that. My ad that I film is even going to be deeper on it too. So I think after I launch this to my organic audience and I really feel, okay, what questions am I getting? What gaps am I getting? That's what I'm going to address in my ad. So it's all planned. It's so crazy because I'm so excited. This is like Christmas morning, and like in my head, I have this entire process and I know exactly what to do. And it's like, it's coming. So excited. But yeah, so I'm hoping to launch my book this week. And originally, when I was going through this challenge, I think my target date was the 15th or 16th of June. Today is the 3rd of June. And I think I can probably most likely have this done by this weekend. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I really like to have it done by this weekend. So this weekend I can be like, woo, and then start making some sales this weekend, you guys. Because once I get it out there, I can start making sales. And I'm excited because I know I'm going to make at least a couple sales. I know that for sure. Like, people have been like, I really want this. Like, I really want this. And I'm putting it at such a low cost. Like, it's almost a no-brainer. I'm giving you 85 different recipes. I'm giving you 6 weeks of workouts. I'm giving you all these little tips and tricks. Like, there's a lot of like tips and tricks that I'm putting in there. And it's not that much, it's under $100. It's very easy, like you're getting tons of stuff. And these type of recipes you can't find anywhere else. I asked ChatGPT for these type of recipes and it didn't give me anywhere close. So I had to completely change them. But I tried to use AI like everyone uses. I tried to use it, but it didn't work very well. So you can't find these type of recipes anywhere else, you guys, anywhere else. And even a lot of raw vegans aren't promoting a lot of high spirulina. So you're not finding these kind of recipes anywhere, really. I'm really excited. But oh my gosh, like so much good stuff. It's so cool because I know I'm on the right path. I know this is going to work. I know it's all going to work, and this isn't going to be the thing that's going to make me like rich. I'm not going to get like, yeah, I'm rich, but this is going to be that first initial step to start making that money, to give me that confidence to be like, yes, let's go. And then I can bring in another layer, because there's so many ways to scale this. I'm starting off with just the 6-week challenge, but there's so many ways I could scale this. And my goal eventually is to get this into a membership and start growing a continuity membership. So it's a monthly membership. I'm getting monthly income every single month. And it's, I wake up and I'm like, yes, because it's cool to sell an ebook, but that's one sale and that money is gone. How about getting one person to pay you every single month? And then so you always have money coming in. So that is the goal, because honestly, my mentor says if you don't have a continuity program, you don't have a business. If you don't have that monthly recurring revenue coming in, like a very consistent revenue, and okay, this is consistent, this is going to happen, you don't have a business. Like you have a lot of hard work and you have mountains and you have stress and you have crap. Like you don't have a business. So the goal is the continuity program. The goal is to a Fit Raw Life membership. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see where that goes, I have a lot of guys that are very interested in my book and in these meals and that kind of stuff too. And I'm like, well, I've really targeted for women. So I don't know. It's interesting because it's like, let's just see where it develops. I have a general plan in my head of what I want to do, but I'm moving in faith every day. I'm moving forward every day, and I'm moving with when those gut feelings hit me of like, yes, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing this. Oh yes, I'm going this direction, so it's kind of like this. And if we were to, what you watched these videos a couple of weeks ago, I didn't know I would be here today. I had no idea I would be here today. I had no idea that I would actually have built muscle and did what I did. It's crazy. So I'm learning new things every day. I'm kind of pivoting in different directions every day, but that's okay. That is okay. And we're getting there, you guys. Hope. So I'm hoping that in the next 2 more episodes, I will be able to say I'm making money, you guys. I'm so excited. So selling digital products online is the way for me. This is the way I am doing it and the way I prefer to do it. So anyways, I'm going to get off. I need to, take a little break, get something to eat, and then focus on some ebooks today. Get these ebooks done. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.